Are you tired of the constant noise and chatter that surrounds us? Do you find yourself longing for moments of peace and quiet? Or perhaps you're someone who values the power of silence and understands the wisdom that it can bring. In this video, we're going to explore the Stoicism of Marcus Aurelius and the 9 powerful qualities of silent people. Lesson 1. Deep thinkers. People who are quiet often think deeply and spend a lot of time reflecting and pondering. This is an important part of Stoicism, and Marcus Aurelius, who was a deep thinker, is a good example of it. His meditations show how powerful and deep quiet reflection can be, and they give us a look into his ideas and thoughts. To understand why deep thinking is a strong trait, you need to look at its benefits and how they fit with Stoic ideas. When you think deeply, you look past what you see on the surface and look for the deeper facts and rules that govern our lives. It means not believing what you see at first glance, but instead trying to learn more about the world, people, and yourself. People who are quiet often do this because they'd rather think deeply about their thoughts and experiences than act without thinking first. Self-examination and logical thought are very important in Stoicism. Stoic thought says that we become wise when we know how the world works and where we fit in it. In his reflective writings, Marcus Aurelius often thought about what he did, what he thought, and how the world worked. In the middle of the chaos of running an empire, this practice helped him stay calm and focused. Deep thinkers regularly look at themselves and question their beliefs, actions, and motives. This method, called examination of conscience in Stoicism, helps people figure out what they need to change and make sure their actions are in line with their values. Look inside, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The source of good is inside, and it will always bubble up if you dig." Deep thinkers can make their lives better and more rewarding by looking inside themselves. For deep thinkers, logic is more important than feeling. They know that feelings can make it hard to think clearly and cause people to make hasty choices. Stoicism teaches that thinking things through helps people deal with problems in life in a calm and wise way. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This shows how important reason is. Deep thinkers work hard to keep their thoughts clear, which helps them handle tough scenarios with ease. Deep thinking has many perks that help you grow as a person and understand things better. Deep thinkers are great at fixing problems because they take the time to look at things in depth. They can find the root reasons of a problem and come up with good solutions by looking at all of its parts. This way of thinking about things is very helpful in both personal and business situations. Being more self-aware comes from thinking deeply. People can learn more about their skills, weaknesses, and motivations by thinking about what they do and how they feel. Being aware of yourself is important for long-term goals and personal growth. People who think deeply are better able to control their feelings. They can react more calmly and thoughtfully if they know what makes them feel that way and why. This fits with the Stoic principle of keeping your emotions in check, even when things go wrong. People who are quiet and think deeply tend to make better choices. Before acting, they think about different points of view and possible results. This careful method makes it less likely that they will make mistakes and improves the quality of the decisions they make. Philosophical ideas that help people understand life better come from deep thought. Silent people often think about big questions like why we are here, what our role is, and what is right and wrong. Thinking about these things can help you live a more worthwhile life. Deep thought is a skill that can be developed with practice and a dedication to self-reflection. Set aside time to think every day if you want to become a deep thinker. This could be done by writing in a diary, meditating, or just being still and thinking. Take this time to think about important things and get in touch with your feelings and thoughts. Read and think about intellectual and literary works that make you think. Reading the works of great thinkers like Marcus Aurelius can help you see things in a new way and make you think more deeply. Asking deep questions about your life and the world around you should become a habit. Think about what other people think, question what you think you know, and look for deeper reasons. This interest leads to a better understanding. Being mindful keeps you in the moment and aware of your thoughts, which helps you think deeply. You can get a better understanding of how your mind works by watching it, without judging it. It's helpful to be around people who'd like to think deeply and have deep talks. Talking about intellectual ideas and looking at things from different points of view can help you think more clearly. Adding deep thinking to your daily routine can change how you deal with problems and seize chances. Set and review your own goals by giving them a lot of thought. Think about your progress and figure out what you can do better. This ongoing evaluation of yourself helps you stay in line with your goals and ideals. Deep thought can help you at work by making you carefully consider projects and choices. Think about what will happen in the long run and look for creative answers. This way of doing things can help you be more productive and successful at work. By making you more empathetic and understanding, deep thinking can help your relationships. Think about how you can better help and connect with others based on your experiences. Before making big choices, you should give yourself time to really think about what might happen. This careful thought makes sure that the decisions you make are based on good information and your values. Silent people naturally have a strong ability to think deeply. It fits with Stoic ideas, which stress self-examination, logical thinking, and learning new things all the time. We can improve our ability to solve problems, control our emotions, and understand the world around us by practicing deep thought. We can use Marcus Aurelius' knowledge to help us think deeply every day, which will help us be more clear, find our purpose, and be happy. Lesson 2. Good listeners. People who can listen well are hard to find and very useful in social situations. People who are quiet often listen well and can really connect with others, making it easier for people to talk to each other in a useful way. This trait fits very well with Stoic ideas, which stress how important it is to understand and be wise. Stoicism says that attention is more than just hearing words. It's also about understanding and absorbing the feelings and messages that are underneath them. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius often thought about how important it is to listen and learn from others. He knew that real wisdom doesn't come from talking, but from knowing. One of the main reasons quiet people are good listeners is that they know that listening can help them learn. Stoics think that understanding yourself and the world around you is the best way to become wise. People can learn new things, see things from different points of view, and improve their own views by listening. Aurelius wrote, "It is the act of an ill-instructed man to blame others for his own bad condition. It is the act of one who has begun to be instructed to lay the blame on himself, and of one whose instruction is completed, neither to blame another nor himself." Empathy is a skill that good listeners can use to connect deeply with others. To have empathy, you have to understand and share someone else's feelings. It's not enough to just acknowledge what someone says. You have to really understand how they feel. According to the Stoic view, kindness is very important for keeping relationships peaceful and society together. Marcus Aurelius talked about how important it was to be kind. Whenever you are about to criticize someone, ask yourself this question: what fault of mine most closely resembles the one I am about to criticize? People who are quiet show patience, which is important for listening well. They don't speak too quickly or take over the talk. Instead, they let others say everything they want to say. Being patient shows that they are in the present moment, which is a key Stoic practice. Being present means giving the person your full attention, without any other thoughts or feelings coming up. As Marcus Aurelius said, don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Relationships are stronger and more important when people listen well. Someone is more likely to trust and respect you if they feel that you heard and understood them. In turn, this makes relationships stronger and communication better. Through their ability to listen, silent people can create spaces where respect and understanding grow. Being able to listen well is very helpful when there is disagreement. People who stay quiet can ease emotions by letting everyone say what they think. By getting to the bottom of people's worries and emotions, they can help find more constructive and peaceful answers. Stoicism teaches that disagreements happen when people don't understand each other or keep their feelings in check. People who don't speak up can help find and deal with the reasons of conflicts by listening carefully. Not only is listening good for partnerships, it's also good for your own growth. People who are quiet can learn new things, see things from different points of view, and have new experiences by listening to others. This helps them learn more and grows them intellectually and emotionally. Alexander the Great wrote, "If someone can show me that what I think or do is wrong, I will gladly change. For I seek the truth which never hurt anyone." The harm is to keep lying to yourself and not knowing things. Active hearing means paying full attention to the speaker, getting what they're saying, responding with care, and remembering what they said. To do this, you need to block out all other noise and focus on the talk. Being able to actively listen comes easily to quiet people, but anyone can learn it. People who are good listeners can pick up on things like tone of voice, body language, and facial reactions. A lot of the time, these signs say more than words. People who aren't talking can learn more about how the speaker really feels and what they want to say by paying attention to these signs. People who are quiet often ask open-ended questions to get people to talk more. You can't just say yes or no to these questions. The person asking has to give more information. This not only shows that you are interested, but it also helps you find out more and gain new ideas. One important thing you can do to improve your listening is to not talk during conversations. People who are quiet know how important it is to let others talk without adding their own thoughts or answers too soon. This acts as a sign of respect and makes it possible for a deeper and more serious conversation to happen. Stoicism stresses the importance of being aware and meditating as ways to grow as a person. By teaching the mind to focus and be present, these activities can also help people get better at listening. People who are quiet can improve their ability to listen carefully and without judgment by practicing awareness every day. Writing down your thoughts and comments on daily events is what Marcus Aurelius meant by reflective journaling. Over time, this practice can help people process conversations and interactions, which can help them learn more and improve their listening skills. Being humble is an important Stoic trait that goes hand in hand with listening well. A listening attitude comes from knowing that you don't know everything and that you can learn from other people. Because they are humble, silent people are always open to new ideas and thoughts. In Stoic philosophy, people who are good listeners, like silent people, show a number of traits that are highly valued. They know that listening isn't something you do passively, but something you do to gain knowledge, understanding, and relationship. By showing patience, being present, and being humble, they make spaces where deep connection and understanding can grow. Practicing these ways of listening can help us have better connections, grow as people, and understand and empathize with others more. We can all try to be better listeners, which will make our lives and the lives of those around us better. This is something that Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism taught. Lesson 3. Observant. People who are quiet are very aware. People with this trait are very aware of things and can see details that most people miss. Marcus Aurelius wrote a lot about the Stoic practices of awareness and presence, which are at the heart of this trait. Being able to watch without judging or getting distracted is a very important skill that helps quiet people understand their surroundings and the people in their lives better. Mindfulness, which is at the heart of Stoic thought, is the first step in observation. Being mindful means focusing on the present moment and being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without getting caught up in them. A lot of what Marcus Aurelius wrote was about how important it was to be in the present and look at the world without any bias. He thought that if we pay close attention to the world, we can learn about its real nature and our place in it. In his meditations, Aurelius said, "Observe always that everything is the result of change, and get used to thinking that there is nothing nature loves so well as to change existing forms and to make new ones like them." This quote shows how important it is to notice how life is always changing and know that it's a normal part of being alive. We can better deal with these changes and adapt to them if we pay attention. People who are sensitive can pick up on small changes in their surroundings and in the feelings of those around them. Because they are more aware, they can react to different events in a thoughtful and right way. For instance, in the workplace, someone who is alert might notice that a coworker is clearly upset and offer support before things get worse. In personal relationships, this trait helps you understand and connect with your partner, making the bonds stronger and more important. Observation can also help you solve problems and make choices. People who are observant can get more knowledge and make better decisions by paying attention to the little things. They can see patterns and trends that other people might miss, which lets them see problems coming and deal with them before they happen. Paying close attention to details is very important in many areas, like business, medicine, and research, where big discoveries and new ideas can come from it. Regular mindfulness exercise will help you become better at observing things. Meditation can help you become more mindful. When you meditate, you focus on your breath or a certain feeling and gently bring your attention back to it while it wanders. This practice trains your mind to stay focused and present, which makes it easier to watch without getting sidetracked. You can also help yourself by doing things that take focus and attention to detail, like drawing, writing, or going for walks in nature. These things will help you slow down and pay attention to the little things around you. For example, when you go for a walk in the woods, pay attention to the sounds of the birds, the different shapes and colors of the leaves, and the way the sun shines through the trees. These kinds of activities help you become a better observer and appreciate the world around you more. Empathy is another strong trait of quiet people that is closely linked to observation. People who are quiet can pick up on nonverbal cues like tone of voice, body language, and facial emotions by paying close attention to others. These cues give people important information about how someone is feeling and what they're thinking, so they can react with empathy and compassion. Marcus Aurelius saw the link between observing and feeling what other people feel. He said, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize?" Self-reflection helps us see our own actions and reasons for doing them, which makes us more empathetic and accepting of other people. Observation isn't just looking at things outside of yourself. It also includes looking inside yourself. People who are quiet often watch themselves and think about their feelings, actions, and thoughts. This practice of thinking about yourself is important for personal growth and improvement. By looking at themselves without judging, they can find places where they can improve and work hard to do so. Marcus Aurelius used his meditations to help him think about himself and observe himself often. "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be," he wrote. "Be one." Stoics believe that you should act based on how well you know yourself. We can work on becoming better people by paying attention to our deeds and making sure they are in line with our values. There are many useful ways to use observing skills in everyday life. For example, being aware of what's going on around you helps you understand how people connect with each other and act in the right way. You could tell when someone is feeling left out in a conversation and try to include them, which would make the setting more welcoming and peaceful. Being able to observe things can help you do better and be more successful. You can improve the quality of your work and plan for possible problems if you pay attention to the little things. You can also work together better and make teams stronger by watching your coworkers and figuring out their skills and weaknesses. Silent people are very good at being aware of what's going on around them. For them, it helps them understand their surroundings better, connect with others, and make smart choices. We can all become better observers and live happier, more aware lives by practicing mindfulness and paying attention to the little things. By observing the world around us, we can enjoy its richness and handle its difficulties with wisdom and grace, following Marcus Aurelius' teachings and the Stoic ideals. Lesson 4. Patient. One of the most important traits of quiet people is their patience, which comes from the Stoic philosophy. People who are quiet know that patience isn't just waiting, it's also dealing with problems in a cool and collected way. Waiting patiently is a rare and useful virtue in a world where people often want things right away. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and famous Stoic philosopher, showed how to be patient in both his writings and his own life. Stoicism tells us to accept what we can't change and focus on the things we can. This way of thinking is based on patience. Marcus Aurelius said, "If something outside of you hurts you, it's not that thing itself that bothers you, but your ideas about it. And you have the power to get rid of this fine right now." This quote shows how the Stoics thought about experience. How we see things, not the things themselves, decide our experience. So, having patience means controlling our responses and staying calm when bad things happen. People who are quiet often have a strong will to keep going. They know that the problems and setbacks in life are only brief, and they deal with them with a strong will. Being patient helps them get through hard times without giving up or becoming frustrated. Having this trait is especially important during times of stress or uncertainty, when keeping your cool can make a big difference. Think about a quiet person who has to deal with a tough job. They don't react quickly to problems or disagreements. Instead, they step back, look at the situation, and then answer carefully. They are able to find good answers and get along better with their coworkers because they are patient. When people deal with problems with grace, they become a source of security and support for others. Stoicism says that patience and knowledge go hand in hand. People who are quiet use their patience to learn more about themselves and the world around them. In their minds, becoming wise doesn't happen overnight, but over time through constant learning and thought. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This shows how important it is to keep learning and growing throughout your life. Know this, and you will be strong. People who are quiet can look at their own growth with a long-term view when they are patient. They are ready to put in time and effort to improve their skills, learn new things, and grow their good qualities. This methodical search for knowledge leads to deep insights and a better ability to make smart choices. Having patience is very important for making and keeping good relationships. Most of the time, quiet people are good at this because they are willing to give others the time and space they need. They know that partnerships take work, understanding, and the ability to handle disagreements and misunderstandings without jumping to conclusions. When talking to someone in person, someone who is patient listens carefully and doesn't talk back or get angry. They let their partners, friends, or family members say everything they want to say. This kind of kindness helps people trust and respect each other. It makes a place where people feel respected and understood, which makes the connections between them stronger. Being patient is also very important. A leader or coworker who is patient can handle the dynamics of a team, see projects through to finish, and help others grow professionally. By being patient, they encourage others to face problems with a cool and collected mind, which makes the workplace more productive and peaceful. Mindfulness can help you become more aware of your feelings and thinking. Think about times when you were impatient and how you could have handled those situations better. Marcus Aurelius often thought about what he did and what he thought in order to understand himself better and get better. Learn to wait to get what you want. Do small things at first, like putting off checking your phone for a few minutes or taking a break. Gradually make the level of difficulty harder. By doing this, you improve your ability to wait and become less rash. Sometimes when things are bad, you can look at them differently and see a chance to grow. Think about what you can learn from the situation and how it can help you become more patient and strong. Practicing deep breathing can help you stay cool, which will make it easier to wait your turn. If you feel yourself getting antsy, take a few deep breaths to calm down. Know that things will get better over time. Make goals that you and other people can actually reach. Accept that setbacks are a normal part of the trip, and see them as chances to learn instead of things that make you angry. Practicing patience in your daily life can make a big difference in your health and happiness. Take the daily journey as an example. People often get angry when there are traffic jams or delays. The patient person uses this time to read an audiobook, practice awareness, or just take some time to think. They turn a situation that could be stressful into something useful or relaxing by changing how they think about it and staying calm. Patience is very important when you're trying to learn something new, get in shape, or reach a long-term goal. People who are quiet know that real mastery and success take time and steady work. They enjoy the process, celebrate small wins, and stay focused on their goals because they know that being patient will pay off in the end. People who are quiet often have a strong and life-changing trait called patience. It helps them deal with problems in a mature way, make relationships stronger, and seek knowledge and personal growth. Patience comes from the ideas of Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism. It tells us to focus on what we can control, accept what we can't, and keep a calm attitude when things go wrong. By practicing patience, we can handle the challenges of life with more strength and inner peace, which will eventually lead to a happier and more enlightened life. Lesson 5. Calm under pressure. Stress makes silent people stay calm, showing an amazing ability to keep their cool in tough situations. This quality, which is at the heart of Stoic thought, teaches us how important it is to keep our calm and control our feelings. One of the great Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, said that our power comes from being able to control our own thoughts, no matter what else is going on around us. You have control over your mind, not events in the outside world, he said. Realize this, and you will find strength, says it all about this concept. Being calm under pressure is more than just hiding your worry or fear. It means getting to know yourself and the world around you better. Being aware that we can't always change what happens to us, but we can change how we react is what this is about. With this way of thinking, quiet people can face problems with a clear head instead of letting their emotions get the best of them. Being able to stay calm under pressure helps you think more clearly and make better choices. As a result, panic can confuse your thinking, making you make hasty or bad decisions. If you stay calm, you can better understand what's going on and make smart choices. This trait is especially important in high-stakes situations like when you're in charge, when there's an emergency, or when you're going through a personal crisis. People who are calm make others trust and believe in them. Folks are more likely to feel safe and sure when they see someone deal with stress with ease and grace. This is especially important for people in leadership roles, where keeping calm can affect how well a team works together and how well they do their job. Stress that lasts for a long time can hurt your mental and physical health. Getting better at staying calm under stress can lessen these effects and make you feel better all around. Meditation and mindfulness are two practices that have been shown to help people feel calmer and have better health results. Focusing on the present moment and becoming aware of your thoughts and feelings without judging them are skills that can be learned through these practices. Like current mindfulness practices, Marcus Aurelius thought a lot about what he did and how he felt. Meditation on a regular basis can help lower stress and improve the ability to control your emotions, which can make it easier to stay calm when things get tough. Simple breathing techniques can help you deal with stress a lot. The parasympathetic nervous system is activated when you breathe deeply and slowly. This helps calm the body and mind. You can practice techniques like diaphragmatic breathing or the 4 to 7-8 method anywhere, and they will help you feel better right away. To do this, we need to change how we see and think about things that are upsetting. A task doesn't have to be seen as a threat. It can be seen as a chance to learn and grow. Stoicism tells us to pay attention to the things we can change and let go of the things we can't. By seeing things this way, we can lessen the effect that outside forces have on our emotions. Working out is a great way to reduce stress. It helps your body make endorphins, which are natural mood boosters, and gives you a good way to get rid of stress and energy. Regular exercise can help you deal with stress better and improve your health in general. Being ready for problems that might come up can greatly lower stress. You can feel more in control and less stressed about unplanned events if you think about the problems that might come up and have a plan ready. When things get tough, having a group of helpful friends, family, or co-workers by your side can help you feel better and get things done. Sharing one's worries and asking for help can make someone feel less alone and help them handle stress better. Stoicism gives us a lot of information about how to stay calm when things get tough. The idea that our emotional responses are not based on outside events, but on how we think about those events, is at the heart of this theory. The peace that comes when you don't care what they say, wrote Marcus Aurelius, or do or think. Only what you do. Stoics say that we should focus on the things we can change, like our ideas, actions, and attitudes, and accept the things we can't change. This acceptance doesn't mean being passive. It means being involved in life in a way that is led by virtue and reason. By following the ideas of the Stoics, you can build a strong mind that stays steady when life gets hard. Think about a situation where a work project is behind plan and causing a lot of stress. A person who can stay calm under pressure would first look at the situation objectively, figuring out what the main problems are and what possible answers there might be. They would talk to their team calmly, asking for feedback and giving out jobs well. They would not give in to fear or blame, but instead would focus on taking steps to fix the problem. This method not only fixes the problem more quickly, but it also keeps the team's trust and morale high. Keeping calm under pressure can stop arguments from getting worse. Staying calm helps you listen better, see things from the other person's point of view, and reply with thought instead of anger. This helps people connect in a healthier and more positive way. Stoic lessons say that people who are quiet often have a strong trait. They can stay calm under pressure. It helps people make better choices, boosts their trust and confidence, and improves their overall health. This valuable trait can be developed through mindfulness, meditation, cognitive restructuring, physical exercise, planning, and reaching out to others for help. Focusing on what we can control and accepting what we can't is one of the Stoic concepts that can help us deal with life's stresses more effectively and with more grace. Marcus Aurelius tells us that real strength comes from being able to control our thoughts and stay calm when life gets rough. By accepting this knowledge, we can turn stress into a chance to grow and keep our inner peace, no matter what's going on around us. Lesson 6. Reflective. People who are quiet usually think about things. They give their deeds, thoughts, and experiences some thought. Stoic practice, which stresses always learning and improving oneself, is based on deep reflection. Marcus Aurelius often thought about the things that happened to him in his daily life to learn new things and get better. Being able to think deeply about things is important for both personal growth and getting a better sense of life and our place in it. Seeing the world and reflecting it back to themselves is like a mirror. They talk to their inner selves all the time and evaluate their actions, feelings, and thoughts. This helps them understand what drives them, see their skills, and figure out what they could do better. Marcus Aurelius was very good at thinking things through. He often wrote meditations, which were personal notes about his ideas and thoughts. He didn't plan for these works to be published. Instead, he used them to help him think about himself and get better. One of the best things about being thoughtful is that it helps you learn from your mistakes. People who are reflective think about their wins and failures and try to figure out what went well and what didn't and why. They can make better choices in the future because they are thinking about things. Marcus Aurelius said, "The thing that stops you from acting moves you toward action. What gets in the way turns into the way." People who are quiet can turn problems and challenges into chances to grow and make progress by thinking about them. Emotional intelligence can also be improved through reflection. Reflective people become more aware of their emotional triggers and reactions when they look at their feelings on a regular basis. Being aware of this helps them better control their feelings, which makes them more emotionally stable and resilient. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This shows how important it is to know yourself in this way. Remember to only think about things that are moral and can stand the test of time. People who are reflective try to make sure that their actions and thoughts are in line with their values and principles. This makes their life more peaceful and good. Reflection can help people get along better with each other. People who are reflective can better understand and connect with others by knowing how they feel and act. They are more likely to treat others with kindness and patience, knowing that everyone has their own problems and battles. This kind of empathy helps people bond in deeper, more meaningful ways. Setting aside time every day to think about yourself is a good way to become more thoughtful. There are many ways to do this, such as writing in a notebook, meditating, or just sitting still and thinking about what happened that day. Keeping a journal can be especially helpful because it gives you a physical record of your ideas and feelings. This practice not only helps you learn more about yourself, but it also lets you see how you're doing over time. People who are reflective can see how they have changed and what patterns they may still need to work on by looking back at old comments. Meditation is another useful way to think about things. Meditation makes you more aware and calms your mind, which makes it easier to notice your feelings and thoughts without judging them. Regular meditation can help people feel more at peace with themselves and clear their minds, which makes it easier for them to think. As part of the reflective process, it can also be helpful to get feedback from other people. Friends, family, or teachers you trust can give you useful information about your behavior and attitudes. Looking at things from the outside can help you see blind spots and ways to improve that you might not see when you only think about yourself. Philosophy and writing can be very inspiring to people who are reflective. Reading the works of great thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius can teach you a lot about people and how to live a good life. The timeless wisdom in these books can help you think more deeply and develop a Stoic attitude. Being reflective means developing the attitude that you can always learn and grow. Self-examination is necessary, and you have to be ready to face uncomfortable facts about yourself. But the benefits of this exercise are huge. People who are reflective learn more about themselves and the world around them. As a result, they become stronger, smarter about their emotions, and better able to live their beliefs. Marcus Aurelius showed how important it was to think about things in his own life. Even though being ruler came with a lot of duties and stress, he found time to think about himself and get better. His meditations show how important it is to think about things and how wise Stoicism is over time. Following in the ways of Marcus Aurelius and other great Stoic philosophers, we can embrace the trait of being reflective. We can always work to improve ourselves by learning from our mistakes and making sure our actions are in line with our values. The act of reflecting is a powerful way to balance out a world that often values outward success and constant action. It tells us to look inside ourselves, to try to learn and grow, and to live a wise and good life. Being reflective is a strong way to grow as a person and as a spiritual being. It helps quiet people deal with the complicated things in life with more knowledge and insight. We can develop this useful trait and make our lives better by setting aside time to reflect and starting habits that help us become more self-aware. Drawing from the ideas of Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism, we can use thought to find peace within ourselves, grow as people, and learn more about the world around us.